Brian here with BA's Bullseye Accessories, home of the Bullseye Base Camp. Just wanted to take a quick second today and go over the installation of your new Bullseye Base Camp. So we've got here how you're going to receive it when you unbox everything. It's going to have this protective film over it to protect the finish during transport. So first thing you're going to want to do is just peel those edges back, go around. You're not going to want any of this plastic left on your stand when you go to fire up your Bullseye, because it'll start to melt and create a whole big mess. So you're going to want to peel that off first. So now with your base camp all unwrapped, we designed the base camp so that it could be attached to your Bullseye grill with all the factory mounting locations. No need to modify your grill, so if for any reason you ever want to return it back to stock, you have no extra holes that you've had to drill or anything along those lines. So installation is pretty straightforward. If you have already been using your Bullseye grill, you're going to want to take the lid off of it, remove your grate, remove your heat deflector, then remove the lid on the Bullseye. Easiest is just to flip it upside down on a nice flat surface. Try to protect it from any scratches so that you're not damaging your grill when you flip it over. And of course, we always recommend that we have 2 people helping out anytime you're moving or handling your grill. So with your grill upside down, you're going to take your base camp. You're going to flip it over, and it just slides on either side of your auger tube. You're going to come around front here. You have your 2 legs with the screw holes right here. So with your base camp, we have a couple of features that we designed into it to make the installation a little bit easier. So on the lettering on the face of your base camp, the E in base is going to be your screwdriver access point for the screw mounts that are under the base of the grill. Our preference is to use the machine screws with a large flat washer and the lock washer that RecTech provides. If you have a beta model or one of the OG Bullseye grills, those are going to through bolt. We do recommend at the minimum, a washer, lock washer, and nut. Or if you really want to do kind of the ultimate install, you can do a nylock nut on the bottom side of it. So through your E, you're going to install your screws right down through the base. Get them started in there. And just thread those in. You're going to want to snug those up so that lock washer takes a bite, and that'll make sure that the base is firmly attached to your Bullseye grill. On what is going to be the back side of your grill, we designed in a screw access hole right here, just a little round spot in the back. If you look at the back face of it, you'll see that. If you're wondering what it is, that's what it's for. This is your screw access point. So we'll get our screw started by hand. And again, if this is your first time installing it, I'd recommend a little bit of light oil. Think like an air tool oil or something along those lines. Seems to help those machine screws go in a lot easier. The self tappers that RecTech provides with the newer stainless Bullseye grills will also work with this design if you decide, or if you've already used those self-tapping screws and you're going to be installing your base camp grill, those screws will work for this installation as well. Your plate underneath is designed for an access point for all 3 bolts that hold the legs on each side. We've been using them with 1 on each side without any problems, but again, you do have those access points if you want to install all 3. By all means, feel free to. If you have any other questions on the installation of your base camp, of course, always feel free to shoot us a message on Facebook, or you can email us through our webpage listed there as well.